All right, so right now you should have in front of you the Unit 1 Function Relations Objective 1 note page. It's going to have Learning Target 1 on the back. You're also going to have Learning Target 2 on here. We're just going to take notes on Learning Target 1 right now. All right, so the first thing is I can plot points on the coordinate plane. So the big thing here is making sure that everybody can plot points on the coordinate plane. And you can read this through, but the big thing is, the other big thing, I guess, is to always start in the middle. So this right here, and I'm actually going to label this, if my pen works, as the origin. Okay, that's what we call the origin of the graph. That's where they intersect. I'm also going to label this as the y-axis, and I'm going to label this as the x-axis. All right. So make sure that everything I write on my page, you should write on yours, and then if there's anything else that can help you that I say that I don't write, feel free to write that as well. All right, but we're going to plot these points. So 2, -3. So I'm going to start in the middle at the origin, and then for my x, I go left to right, right when it's positive, 1, 2, to the right, and then I'm going to go down 3 because it's negative. So that is a coordinate to -3. All right, then I'm going to do -4, 5. I'm going to go negative to the left because it's negative, and then I'm going to go up when it's positive, and then I'll put my dot right there. That is -4, 5. Then I'm going to do 2.3, -1. So for 2.3, -1, I'm going to say -1, -2, -3 is here, -2.5 is going to be here. It's going to be a little bit less than that. And then, oh, I'm sorry, positive 2.3. 1, 2, 2.3 is going to be just a little bit less than a half. And then it's going to be -1, so down 1. So it's going to be right about there. Now, when it's not exactly in the corner, you're going to have to kind of estimate it. All right, but that's a good skill to kind of get better at. 0, 0. 0, 0. I'm going to go 0 to the right, 0 to the left, 0 up, 0 down. I'm still in the middle. That is the point 0, 0. That is, again, what we call the origin. I'm going to draw an arrow all the way over to that origin. -7, 0. -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -7, 0 is going to be somewhere out here, right? Somewhere out here on the x-axis. 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. 0, 1.6. 0. Don't go left or right at all, and then up 1.6. That's just going to be just a little bit over 1.5. And then the last one is 0, -38. 0, -38 is going to be way down here. The only way we could plot that is to change the scale on this grid. All right, so next one, list several points in the first quadrant. What do they have in common? All right, so there's tons of points that you can list from the first quadrant. Go ahead and list a bunch right now. All right, so there's some points from the first quadrant. Let's talk about the second quadrant. List several points in the second quadrant. Go ahead and list those points right now. And here are some points from the second quadrant. All right. Now let's go ahead and list some from the third quadrant. Go. All right, here's a few from the third quadrant. Now let's go ahead and list some from the fourth quadrant. And those are some coordinates from the fourth quadrant. All right. Now let's go back and talk about what is this? What do all these have in common? All right. If you want to look at the first quadrant, both x and y are positive. Both x and y are positive in the first quadrant. Second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. Third quadrant, both x and y are negative. And then the last one, quadrant 4,